Are you playing in business or are you really managing a business, running a business as a CEO? That's a question. What's the difference? Well, I'll give you an example of two clients I've had a number of years ago, both in the same industry. And it's a pretty significant significantly complex industry. Here's what I mean by that. There are industries that are easier to adapt and change and really are those aren't prone to the pandemic, for example, right? Like accounting service or doctors or medical field, healthcare, whatever, right? Not really subject to a lot of the pandemic um, business decrease. Let's put it this way. But there are certain businesses like retail, whether it's clothing or fidgets or items, whatever, unless we're talking about hand sanitizers, which were booming during the pandemic, it's really not easy to manage those businesses. They require a lot of hands-on CEO ship. And what I've noticed was I had these two clients, both in the retail business, retail industry, and one has been in business for about 5 years. At that time, actually, probably even less, maybe like 3 years or so, maybe 3.5, let's put it this way. And the other one has been in business for 25 years. So the second one, who's been in business for 25 years, have gone through, the Great Recession, the financial crisis of 2000, 2001 with Enron and WorldCom and whatever. So has had some experience already going through tough times with the business, right? That person has worked with a specific business therapist, right? Someone who's ran a business as a CEO, similar to me, not me, but somebody else. But I absolutely do that support as well. But they've always been talking to that person once a week, and they've had some of their staff talk to that person once a week. And they took responsibility and really stepped up and showed up for their business, for their employees, just overall in the last 10, 15 years, right, of their business. They've been consistently showing up. This person never allowed anybody else let go of employees. It was a personal, difficult conversation that they stepped up to have, right? We talked about difficult conversations a couple of weeks ago. He would make these critical decisions and always keep an eye on the cash flow and keep an eye on the unique selling proposition that I've talked about before. That person, when COVID started, we got to work. We got to do forecasts and worst case scenarios, best case scenarios, middle scenarios, whatever, right? We wanted to protect the employees. That was important for the CEO. And this person, the other client who's been in business for, let's say, 3.5 years at the time, said to me, we're cutting all employees' salaries by 15%. We're cutting your retainer 50%. And I said, my work didn't change. My work didn't get reduced. Actually, if anything, I did more of it. But, it was moot conversation. And so they reduced my retainer for a couple of months, 50%. The other CEO actually said to me, if you need money, just let me know. Just tell me. I'll see what I can do. I'll see how I can help you. And so that's the difference between two CEOs, one who's been playing in business and the second one who has been a CEO and really stepped up and became a leader, a true leader of the business and the industry and the community, really, because that person serves the community, a very specific community that he serves, right? And so for me, it was such a vibrant example of the different types of leadership and one business owner playing in business and when it's all about the money, whereas another business, it's all about the people. It's all about the community. It's about protecting the employees. It's about protecting themselves. It's about protecting the community too. I mean, because of that situation, not my situation, but because of how this person stepped up, they've been named most notable CEO by Cranes and in 2020. And a business like that is very susceptible to drops in sales, because when people worry about the economy, they stop buying, right, or reduce their purchases. And so it was very interesting to see how he showed up for the community, and he actually has had his best year in business. It was amazing to witness that and be a part of it and really work with someone who is like that, who doesn't play in business. So my question to you is, do you play in business? Or are you the true CEO of your business? What is it? Maybe you work for somebody else, but so this doesn't really apply to you. But what is it?